A very good evening to you all. You're joining us on Prime TV News. I'm Dilani Jaitilaka. Let's have a look at the headlines first.
UNP holds its 72nd anniversary on an elaborate scale. Prime Minister says the party has begun to groom a new generation of leaders. International aid agencies pledge full support to Sri Lanka. JVP assures that the 20th Amendment does not divide the country. Comprehensive inquiries are being carried out into the detection of a container consisting of high-dose tramadol pills. Japan is hit by another strong quake.
Now for news in detail. The 72nd anniversary of the United National Party was held on an elaborate scale today under the patronage of party leader Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Prime Minister pointed out on this occasion that the government and the party were successfully moving forward.
The United National Party's 72nd anniversary was celebrated today under the theme Veda Karana, Veda Karapu Hatta Deka, 72 years of work and work to be done. The anniversary celebrations were held under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Sirikota United National Party head office. The function commenced after the conduct of multi-religious observances commemorating the past leaders of the United National Party. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe garlanded their statues. Many party stalwarts, including ministers and parliamentarians, graced the occasion. Addressing the function, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that they were today commemorating their party's 72nd anniversary. The launch of 138 housing projects took place yesterday. This was a historic incident. He said that they have formed the party to rule the country if they win the elections and also to sit in the opposition if they lost it. The United National Party experienced them during its 72-year history. The Prime Minister further said that they took over power in 2015 not as a UNP government but a national government. The Prime Minister said that they took over power during a very difficult period. He asked as to how a group that cannot organize a proper demonstration can rule the country. He stressed that they were working on a program to secure an economy that could repay loans for the next generation by the year 2020. At the same time, they have mooted the Gamperaliya project in addition to Enterprise Sri Lanka. There are more programs to be launched. Jobs are being given in addition to the Samurdhi. However, they had to move forward in the midst of several problems. He assured victory at the next elections. Plans should be drawn up to move beyond 2020 and reach 2030. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe mentioned that they were grooming the new generation of leaders who will take over the leadership in the future. He added that they have to think about 2030. United National Party parliamentarians said that they would strengthen the party in future elections. There is no power of the people in Pohottuwa. What is left is the United National Party and their 72nd anniversary. UNP Assistant Leader Ravi Karunanayake said that the late D.S. Senanayake launched the United National Party 72 years ago, giving equal consideration to all religions and communities to carry forward the country, building unity. He said that they should think anew and enter the collective path of victory. National organizer Navin Disanayake said that their party has transformed into a one safeguarding the country's unity and sovereignty. He said it is a party dedicated to democracy. He called on everyone to unite and move forward with strength. He said that their party would be transformed to face any elections in the future and achieve victory. Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam said that no one was able to weaken or destroy their party. The party is still young. He added that the most beneficial election for the party is the presidential election. This is the election that will come in another 1.5 years.
A meeting between President Maithripala Sirisena and representatives of international agencies extending development assistance to Sri Lanka was held at the President's official residence. During this discussion, the international representatives assured the President their total support for his efforts to meet the aim of development and reconciliation.
Representatives of many agencies, including the Japan International Cooperation Agency, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the United States Agency for International Development, and the Korean International Cooperation Agency, joined in this meeting. The President lauded these international monetary agencies that had been extending support for the development programs in Sri Lanka for a long period. The President further mentioned to these international agency representatives that Sri Lanka expected continued support from them to further upgrade this cooperation over many spheres in the future. Expressing views on the development programs mooted by the government within the country, the President said that his motive was to equally develop all the 9 provinces in the island and impart benefits equally to all the people. The President further told the international representatives that 88% who have been displaced in the north and east have already been resettled and that the government was in the process of expeditiously resettling the balance 12%. He clarified to these representatives that he received the interim report of the office established to inquire into missing persons yesterday and that initiatives have been taken to appoint a cabinet subcommittee to implement the recommendations made in the report. In the meantime, the new Sri Lanka resident representative of the United Nations, Hannah Singer, met the President last afternoon.
The Sarudiviyata Krushi Saviyak Agriculture and Animal Husbandry exhibition opened today. The opening took place under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. It is being held at the Gabadawatha District Agriculture Training Centre at Pitipana in Homagama. The exhibition is being organized by the Western Province Agriculture Ministry parallel to the National Food Production Drive. The President joined in viewing the exhibition after the opening. The exhibition will continue until the day after tomorrow. There are stalls put up by various sectors, including the Department of Agriculture, Animal Food and Health, Irrigation, Fisheries and Lands. The exhibition provides technical knowledge and information to entrepreneurs and women and will also find solutions to problems faced by farmers. The President distributed mammoties to the farmer community. Among those present were Western Province Chief Minister Isura Devapriya and Provincial Minister Gamini Tilakasiri. The non-ability of the conduct of a successful protest campaign in the 7-state democracy enforced at present in the country clearly depicts that the Rajapakshas have no further political future. These claims have been made by several ministers and parliamentarians. They pointed out that this was the most unsuccessful rally organized in the history of the country. The entire Colombo city was a garbage mound after the conclusion of the rally of the joint opposition. In the meantime, a father of 3 who participated in the Janabalaya had died.
Garbage was found strewn all over the Colombo city by crowds that participated in the rally. There were obstructions to the movement of traffic due to the garbage, including plastics thrown onto the roads. Even labourers of the Colombo Municipal Council referred to the difficulties they faced as a result of the garbage dumped all over the place. In the meantime, our camera crew was able to capture this footage of some drunkards at several locations. Southern Province Chief Minister Shan Vijayalal De Silva said that there was no crowd that was expected by the joint opposition. He made this reference at a media briefing in Ambalangoda this morning. In the meantime, 2 persons who had participated in the Janabala rally had died. One was a father of 3 residing in the Kudagama area in Hatton. He was Jagat Vimalasurya, a bus conductor. He had returned to the bus after falling sick following the parade. Thereafter, his friend had found him dead. The victim's wife is abroad. He has 2 boys and a 5-year-old girl. The other who died was a person involving an accident. He too had participated in the Janabala rally. This person, while travelling in a bus after attending the rally, had got down from the bus at Belum Mahara and crossed the road to enter a shop. Thereafter, he was knocked down by a van. The victim was a 46-year-old person, a resident of Ratupas Ella in Udupussel Lava. State Minister Ajit P. Pereira said that 81 who were after liquor and encountered breathing problems had been hospitalized. Noteworthy was that they were taken to hospital in the 1990 ambulance service. Speaking at a media conference at the Sirikota UNP head office, State Minister Ajit P. Pereira recalled how the joint opposition was against the launch of this ambulance service.
Meanwhile, the joint opposition held a media briefing today. At this news conference, they mentioned that they accepted the mistake done by attacking demonstrations. Parliamentarian Mahinda Nanda Alutgamage said that very clearly they had shortcomings during their rule and as such they had to go home. There were also unfortunate incidents committed by the military and they accept this too. Janata Vimukti Peramuna Propaganda Secretary Parliamentarian Vijitha Herath has said that clauses dividing the country have not been included in the 20th Amendment to the Constitution. Also, he said that the powers of the President will not be vested in the Prime Minister. He was addressing a news conference. Vijitha Herath pointed out that according to this 20th Amendment, powers of the President will not be vested in the Prime Minister. He said that certain media had reported in this manner. Powers vested in an individual have been devolved to the Cabinet and the Constitutional Council. It also does not include a clause which divides and splits the country. What is clearly stated is the vesting of executive powers in the Cabinet and other institutions. Today's parliamentary session was limited only for 12 minutes due to lack of quorum. The lack of quorum in Parliament was pointed out by parliamentarian Bandula Gunawardena.
Parliamentarian Bandula Gunawardena said that there was a lack of quorum in the House. As such, it is better if the proceedings begin after the bell is rung again. Leader of the House, Minister Lakshman Kiriyalla, made a request to continue with the parliamentary sessions, neglecting the lack of quorum, altering standing orders. He made this request to prevent the wastage of the public funds. Minister Lakshman Kiriyalla said that it is a wastage of convening Parliament and then postponing due to the lack of quorum. Deputy Speaker Ananda Kumara Siri mentioned it is mandatory for the presence of at least 20 members within the House for the conduct of the proceedings. He adjourned Parliament until 10 a.m. tomorrow.
A freight container containing a large stock of high-dose tramadol pills has been seized at the Colombo harbour. The container had arrived from India and was planned to be taken to Libya via the Colombo harbour. Comprehensive inquiries are being carried out into the detection of this container with the tramadol pills. Police media spokesman SP Ruan Gunasekara said that upon information received by the officers of the Police Narcotics Bureau last evening, officials of the Police Narcotics Bureau and Customs jointly conducted a search of the containers in the Colombo port and discovered the container with tramadol tablets. He said that a total of 585 boxes containing 15,225 milligram tramadol tablets were found in the container. Preliminary investigations have revealed that the container was being transported from India through Colombo port to Libya. The container is currently in the custody of the Customs and no suspects have been arrested. The Police Narcotics Bureau is conducting further investigations. 65 children have been hospitalized following food poisoning. 20 of them are still in hospital receiving treatment. The police and public health inspectors have begun investigations into the incident. A religious institute non-governmental organization had distributed food among 160 children from the Temple Stove estates in Wattavala Police Division. It had caused an allergic reaction. Thereafter, 65 children were admitted to the Wattawala Base Hospital. Several children in a critical condition were transferred to the Navalapitiya Hospital. 17 children are still receiving treatment at the Wattawala Hospital, while 3 of them are further receiving treatment at the Navalapitiya Hospital. The relevant religious institution conducts after-school classes and provides lunch for the children in the estate daily. That's all we have for you today. Prime News returns tomorrow. And in the meantime, make www.itnnews.lk your go-to source for the very latest in news at home and overseas. Have a pleasant week. Good night.